Hello again, it is I, Lottie again. Today I'm going to be styling the wig, you know, the green tsuyu wig. I'm very nervous for this because I've never ever styled a wig before. What was that? I don't know. And basically, you're such a sneak. This might be a two-parter because for some reason YouTube only lets me do 15-minute videos. Don't ask me why, I don't know. Probably because I'm not a verified YouTuber, even though I should be. So yeah, I'm going to be styling the wig today on Bertha. Just made up a name for her. She was a very cheap one, she was £5. Very nice, very cheap. I like cheap things, as you've already heard. I'm going to put it on her head. Thank you. So give me a second. The wig is too heavy for her head. Oh, there we go, I found it. Right, let's put this one across the There we go, I've managed to get it on and her head hasn't fallen off. Right, so to give you an idea of how long the wig is, goes all the way down to here. So this is my first time ever styling a wig. I'm going to need to comb it first, obviously. It's very messy right now. You can't see it on camera, or you can see a bit of the fluff up here. Beautiful. So yeah, I'm going to grab a towel or something because it's going to shed a lot and Mum doesn't want it on the floor. What I've done is I've grabbed a bag and I've cut it in half so that when hair falls on the floor, it will hopefully go mostly on the bag instead of the floor. So I'm going to start brushing this with comb. Right, so you don't want to use a normal brush, you want to use a comb like this, otherwise it'll get really tangled at the bottom and not be good at all. I'm not an expert, I just watch a lot of videos. So let's start. You want to start at the bottom. So let's get down here, why don't we? You can't see that well because how dark it is really. Let's start. Right, this is going to take a while. She just fell on me. So she keeps on falling on the floor. So I'm going to have to brush her hair on the table because of the, you know, how heavy the wig is. Insane. I'm going to have to skip it to where I'm actually styling the wig properly, because right now I need to just brush it and get it not as tangly and get rid of all the loose hairs off of it and stuff. But basically what I've done is I've laid it across the table. I don't know if you can see that, it's on selfie mode. Yeah, I've laid it across the table on the bag because she keeps wanting to she's trying to kill me, Bertha, for some reason. I don't know why she's trying to kill me, but she is every time I get down on the floor and try to brush her hair. So I'll see you after I've brushed it. I've had to take it off the head because it kept frizzing up around where the neck was. But basically what I'm doing is I'm just brushing it through with my fingers right now to get out some of the major knots, and then I'll go in with the comb again. I've combed through the top half, so it looks quite neat now. It looks very nice, very smooth, very soft, very silky. So I'm going to flip it over and see how the underside looks. The wig keeps moving, so I put these on the actual part that goes on your head to keep it in place. So now just flip it over. I've made sure to flip it over so that I can see what's on the underneath, and as you can see, very frizzy, very... that's hectic, you know. So I need to brush this through a bit. Because I've already done the top half, ooh, I forgot to put the big scary things on it. Because I've already brushed the top part, it's going to be much easier to brush this part. It's just going to be trying to get rid of all the big knots and stuff. So I'll see you in a bit. I'm now just going to comb it like this. We can see all the loose hairs coming up. Give me a second to gather all those. Jeez. I can't stop it. No. Look how lovely it is there. So I've combed through it all. Oh, there's still some loose hairs. As much as I could. My arm's starting to go a bit dead now though because of how heavy this wig is. Imagine me wearing this on my head soon. And so I'm going to get to the cutting stage, I think. Like the fringe part. Oh, I found another knot. Give me a second. So I'm going to start the cutting process, which is the part I am most nervous for, because I'll obviously be cutting my wig. And this was £23. I don't want to ruin it, you know, so... So let me go get some scissors. I have the scissors. They are not hairdresser scissors, actually, because I'm not professional. I'm going to grab the laptop and get some reference pictures of her hair, because otherwise I know I'm going to mess it up. You need reference pictures when you're drawing or when you're styling wigs, you know? So let me go grab the laptop. The one thing I've learned from videos is that you always want to cut longer than you actually want to go, because if you mess it up you have room to try and fix it. It still needs a bit of a brush. I'm going to continue combing it after I've cut it because of obviously getting rid of more of the loose hairs that have been attached to the wig by cutting it, you know? There we go, it's finally loaded. I am very nervous for this stage. Like, I don't feel nervous, but I know that I should be, you know? I don't think, you know. Can this hurry up and, like, load? Okay, so I've split it down the middle like this, just kind of get the feel for her. Oh, okay, it's messed up. Fabulous, thank you very much for that, my dearest wig. But yeah, I've split it down the middle like how Tsuyu's hair is. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, there we go. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically just twist it and then cut straight across. So I've looked up a picture and I'm now going to cut it. I can see it from here. It's kind of like, it's a triangle but it has more jagged lines, like some people do a perfect triangle. I don't know what's going to happen with this, but you only know by doing it. So, you know, let me try and find a good angle for you. I cannot find a good angle at all. I am basically just going to twist the hair, snip, and show you how it goes. It didn't go as bad as I thought it would. I have rubbish scissors, so obviously I had to keep hacking at it. But actually, I didn't do too bad. Obviously it's still very long. That isn't actually the length I'm going to have it as. But I'm going to go right ahead, keep cutting it, and show you how it ends up. The good part about her fringe is that it's kind of uneven. So it doesn't matter if I mess it up a bit, because then I feel like it would be more like the character. Trying to cut it with the rubbish scissors is very hard because it just keeps slipping instead of, you know, trying to like work. Sorry if I'm getting really bad angles here, I'm just trying not to mess up my wig. £23, keep saying that. So it's kind of like here on her nose. Oh, nearly got some hair that I didn't want in there. Sorry, it's just sticking out my tongue then.
Have you cut it?
No, that's why it's shorter than everything else.
I didn't know if you cut it or not.
So it's getting to the length that I kind of want it to be now. Oh, I've got some hair in there that I don't want to be in there again.
Paper.
Okay. What I'm doing is I'm going like this to the hair because it's a lot easier to do it then. Because just going like this, it goes and it's not a nice sound at all. I'm just like, oh, no.
Some guys outside?
No.
Well, it it is when you live on the main road. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
And good luck.
Thank you. I'm doing quite well actually. So one side is much shorter than the other, but I think once I hairspray it together it will look alright. Don't know if you can see that. I think it looks alright on camera. I can't really tell. Once again, I have it in selfie mode, so I'm turning around looking at it upside down. But I'm now going to grab some hairspray. First time ever really using hairspray. And trying to just make it look a bit nicer, trying to make it look a bit more intact. I think I'm going to have to brush it out first, because it needs brushing again. So yeah, I'm now going to hairspray it. You will watch my reaction. Just, yeah, there we go. Just make sure it hasn't got a seal on it. Let me try and mould it. It smells so bad, right? It's so sticky. I hate hairspray. I'm going to definitely need to wash my hands after this. It's so strong that I can taste it and haven't even opened my mouth while I've been making this thing. Oh, my hands are so sticky now. I'm getting really happy with this because it is quite choppy, but I'm looking here and it's actually looking quite like the picture, like it's a bit thinner, but half of the side is more upwards than the other side, and I'm actually really liking this. I'm hating how my hands, they're very sticky now and are covered in hair. You can't see it on camera, but it's very sticky. I'm so proud of myself. Right, I'll come back once I've actually hairsprayed it all down. I've managed to do it! Don't mind how hairy Bertha's face is. We don't need to look at that now. The wig does need another brush. I'm just going to leave this here to dry now. I've made it kind of choppy at the ends, because, as you can see, yeah. So that's going to be the end of this video. I'm going to post a video on me making the bow for her, you know, the weird bow that's actually made out of her hair. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab tin foil and paper mache and paint it and sand it and stuff, you know. And then I've also ordered the UA uniform, so I'm going to be trying that on as well. It's from AliExpress. It's coming here on the 17th of November, so you can expect a video out by the 19th, I think. Maybe, probably. But that's the end of me attempting and kind of succeeding actually on making Asui's hair. When I'm making the bow, that's when I'll also put it into a ponytail and stuff. But I feel like I did very well, so goodbye! I'm so proud of myself.